Okay, so by now you've got up to the evaluation criteria and we've done our activity to finish that. So we're moving on to our research designs. Now, what we have here is I've got 4 different design features on my PowerPoint. However, you will do something a little bit different. So what we're going to have to do is on our slides on the side is we're going to have to insert some extra slides because we're actually going to do 4 separate slides for this. And they're not going to exactly be what you see in front of you. Okay, so now I will have an explanation for each one, explaining what we want on each page, but they're going to be slightly different. So what we're going to do on the first page, and this will take a few lessons to do. So what the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make 4 slides. Okay, so we're going to insert slides on our side and make it so we have 4 research designs. And we'll have subheadings for each one, which I'll put on our lesson plan so that we can all see what the subheadings are. Okay, the first one is going to be materials research, or timber type, or timber look, or timber finish. Now what this is going to be, and I'll see if I can fit this in the frame. Okay, what it's going to be, you can see here, is I've got different types of timbers, photos of different timbers here. You can't see what I've searched, but that's fine. What you're going to do is look up how you would make your timber look the way it does. Okay, so there's oils, there's stains, there's lots of different ways to do it. There's liming, and even if you're painting a solid color, you wouldn't just go grab plain paint and just paint it necessarily. All right, and then there's also different types of paint. Okay, so what you've got to do is try and find an example of what you're trying to achieve, and then have an explanation of how you would do that. All right, now you will find forums, a lot of online stuff. It's very easy to find this sort of stuff on how you would do it, and you've also got to include where you would buy this material from. Okay, now it's most likely going to be Bunnings, but try and find the actual tin that you will have to buy, and then it'll say on there how much it'll cover, how much space it'll cover. Okay, at school we have clear coat, just plain clear coat, but we don't have stains, we don't have colored paint, but I'm more than happy to help you do that on your project come term 4. All right, so we're going to do a bit of research on how we want it to look when it's finished. Our material is pine, so I suggest you look up pine so you can see what it looks like. If you want to use a different material, you can provide it yourself from home. All right, but we are using pine, so you want to have a look what pine looks like finished in these. All right, so this should take up a whole slide. For the second one, the second title is going to be handle design or handle type. All right, so you might want to find a couple of different ones for this one on the same page and maybe set it out a little bit like what I've got here. So if I was to use this as an example, this one here, I've got a set of unique handles, and I've got a pro and con for why it might be a good idea, why it might not. Over here, I've got another set of handles here that are just cut into the front, okay, and I might have a pro and con about that. I might have some traditional handles here, have a pro and con about that, and perhaps maybe I can get where I can get them from. So if you can provide a link to, say, Bunnings where you can get them from or whatever, and so you're aware of how much these handles would cost, because we don't have all different types of handles at school. All right, and then if you can perhaps maybe come up with another unique style, and I have seen a couple already sent to me, but the page 2, research designs 2, is where we'll put all our different handle ideas and a bit of research into them. When we get to page 3, research designs, unique design feature. Now, if we look at this photo here, now this doesn't have to be something that you're going to build. This is just looking into different ones. Okay, now I've already seen a few of these as well get sent to me. So this is something different that isn't a handle. Okay, so a unique design feature could be some strange legs that you're going to try and make. It could be you're doing something completely different in well. So this front here, you can see these fronts. They're a unique design feature. They're obviously not the handle. All right, we're going to do a similar thing. So we're going to come up with 4, and then just a little explanation on each one. You know, something good about it, something you think you might find difficult about it. All right, and then on the 4th research designs page, now we do have a few lessons to do all this, just remember, keep in mind. On the 4th page, we're going to have research designs construction. All right, and your project that you're probably going to make, try and find yourself a picture of it and an explanation of how it would go together. Right, and there's lots of resources online about how to do this, and examples and YouTube videos. So you want to be explaining how you might put legs together, make them thicker. How you might put the tops together to make it bigger. You want to explain if you're going to use dowels to join it together, or biscuits, or is the top going to get screwed on from underneath. You want to be explaining those sorts of things and put absolutely as much information as you can, and this will help you out get a better understanding of how your project is built. All right, so that's our 4 research designs pages. I'll set the tasks for each lesson on what we want to be trying to achieve, and good luck.